Oh, hey!
And big show number 2.
Number 2 for this evening.
Yeah, we kept
going...
Alex around because he's supported by.
Don't ask me why.
And I'm stuck in the middle. So
The problem is he kept around because they're ganging up on me.
Yeah.
He was. You know what? I think the real problem is he was unfair. Because he felt unfair because I was picking on him all the time. So now he got to be somebody in to help him.
Yeah, I have a feeling so. I was down in Mexico for a week, so
yeah.
I'm taking my life away.
Yeah,
so we're here to talk about First Order, Empire, and Summoning.
And the point change.
So guess what? First person, First Order. Oh, tie silencers.
That's it.
That's it. So Kylo went down, Blackout went down, Recoil went down, Avenger went down, First Order Test Pilot went down. Sonar Jamis Engineer went down.
Yeah, they all went down 6 to 4
and
points.
They lose the modifications.
But they lost the modifications. So they got cheaper, but the modifications are gone.
Which I find is a good idea because now we don't see no more craziness from. Because I hate the silencer. I hate it. It flies from one side of the board to the other side of the board.
It's still going there.
It's not as bad as what version 1 was. Oh, it's a lot less.
It's not as bad.
And I like that there's half points. That was the big thing. Half points on all ships.
Well, and First Order, let's be honest, is a new one, so
yeah.
They don't need to play with it. So that gives us 58 minutes to discuss Scum and Empire.
Exactly.
So First Order was stuff-based. So Empire.
The Alpha Class Star Wing, something that we who's played that? Who has seen the Star Wing play
I think our friend Tom has played in an Alpha class. Tom loves playing the Alpha classes. Mm-hmm. So I think by this is probably going to make him happy because it's a little bit cheaper. Not overly cheaper,
3 points.
But a couple points.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
But with those minus costs, some of the munitions and all that costs a little more, so it kind of balances out.
So all those guys in the Alpha class, Major, Lieutenant, Rio, New, all went down.
Yeah. Tied nothing for the Lambda shuttles.
The Lambda shuttle stayed untouched. The TIE Advanced all went down as well. So
TIE Advanced version 1.
The version 1,
well,
yes.
Even the Times 1 went down too. They all went down.
All the TIE Advanced version 1, which is the Grand Inquisitor, the Seventh Sister, Inquisitor, and Baron of the Empire. What a weird name. Anyways. All went down in cost. So 2, -2, -2, -2, -1. TIE Advance times 1. Darth Vader, Merrick Steele, Ved Possible, Zyrtec Strom, and Storm Squadron Ace and Tempest Squadron Pilot. All went down in cost.
Yeah,
Vader. So here's what so Vader went down 5 points. But they increased the force abilities, one force ability he uses. So you
don't see it as much anymore. You see more of the crew Vader than the pilot.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because the one thing we'll come across here that they killed is the Phantom Vader.
Yep.
Is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So Merrick Steele went down by 4. So the 2 top pilots went down quite a bit. The mid pilot, which is Ved, he went down by 1 or 2 points, and then the bottom half of their went down by 3.
And I think this was to appease what they've done to the bombers.
Yeah.
So the Punishers.
Yeah.
All the way down to the Punisher.
Red Line.
Up 8.
Up 8 points.
Yeah.
Death Ring went up 2 points.
And same with Cutlass
Squadron Pilot
went up
2. Yeah. So the Defenders. I thought that the Defenders, to be honest with you, were priced efficiently.
There was some builds with the bombers that were a little OP.
But I thought that the Defenders costs were where they should be.
You still can't play 3 though.
But,
you moved over to Defenders now.
The problem with the Defenders is they lowered their cost by 2. I know 2 is not a big deal, but to be honest with you, 2 is still way too.
But you still can't play 3 though. How you used to
be. If they drop in the E-wings, they got to give some homage to the Defenders.
Why?
Because they're not as good as what they used to be.
As overpriced as the E-wings were.
Mm-hmm. But the Defenders get played, where the E-wing was not getting played.
The E-wing's never been played. Period in the history.
Very little.
The E-wing. That's because it's too expensive.
Okay.
But I'll be honest with you, the defenders, I think, should have stayed where they were.
Well, the defenders are still more expensive than the E-wings.
I
Because
get
they have
it.
one extra.
And they still got them priced so you can't have a basic build of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
And they did lose their cannon that upgrade to do the double
Yeah,
tap.
so I
too,
mean,
so
it's a bit cheaper, but whoopie-doo, you'll end up spending the 2 points on whatever you're matching them up with. You're not going to add anything to them that they are.
Yeah. So the Phantom.
Yeah.
Skip that better because nothing happened there.
Phantoms. Well, our friend Whisper, which everybody played,
Well, that was with the Vader.
went up 2 points
And
lost the crew.
They
They
all
all lost
got
the crew, but they all get the gunner.
They all got gunner.
Oh, the test pilot.
And the test pilot went down 1. So they swapped out the crew for the gunner, so no more Whisper Vader.
Yeah.
Whisper Vader's gone.
Okay.
Nate is probably crying in his pillows right now.
Him and I actually talked about that. He actually agrees with having a gunner slot too.
Yeah.
So like there might be.
Well, the gunner slot works because it has a turret, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, they have a turret now.
No, they won't.
No.
No, it's a talent. No, but there's some other.
There are some gunners there that they don't have to be turret.
So the bombers, the SA bombers, Captain Jonas, Major Reamer, Tom Axe, Bryn, Deathfire, Gamma, Sonic Scimitar. Okay, so what is the most popular one that gets used the most? The Captain. He went up 7 points.
I've actually in our area we don't see him out that much.
The Captain was the one that we saw most of.
In our area?
Yeah.
You sure? Deathfire got lots of play.
Deathfire.
They only bumped him up twice.
But the guys that I've played against, that like I know Tom plays the Captain.
That's one guy.
And everybody that I played against, even Ken played Captain.
Yeah.
I've seen him more play the Punisher as well as
Ken loves his Punisher.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
But I mean, I've seen the Captain Jonas played more than.
Well, we knew going into this that the bombers were going to get
every bomber
were going to get hurt.
They were going to get punished.
They were definitely going to get hurt.
Captain Jones.
Because you also see it's the double missile slot. Same thing with the Punisher as well as the double missile.
Yeah. Well, there was a whole bunch of bomber builds that were just
because they're the only ones that have the double missiles.
Well, yeah, you're going to be able to still do the build. It's just going to be toned down and not as overpowering.
Because you have some
things that have cost more.
I mean, now you can just put tractor beams on.
Yeah, exactly. No, but a lot of these big jumps were the ones where people were having these 15, 16-point bids.
Yeah, I know, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you have a game where you don't need to use 200 of your points or at least 198 of your points, somebody's only doing 185 points and they're solid, there's something wrong with it.
But sometimes the 2 ships, so if it's 192 and everything's loaded, it's like, unfortunately.
No, I know, but still there's something funky with that build. If it's
honestly, I agree with you. Like, there should be no way that you should have a solid build at 185.
No.
Like, there should be no
way.
People
are virtually cutting out everything.
So, the Decimator, which everybody was complaining about on how expensive it was, and I do agree, it was really expensive. Rear Admiral.
Well, they all dropped 8.
Went down 8. The Captain went -6, and Patrol Leader went -8.
Oh.
So, you know what?
Vader build actually
so it's gonna help. It'll be pretty good. No problems. I think that'll help. We might see a couple more Decimators on the board.
Is it really that good of a ship in 2.0?
I think that it can hold its own eventually if it has a good partnership, but the problem is matching it up with something.
You might want to run with 2 small ships, possibly.
Well,
you can switch your FAL.
But if with that amount of points that have been decreased, that'll probably help them put in.
I just find it's the same as the Rebel, whatever the Ghost. I don't like ships that really have no defense at all.
He does have. You
can take him out so fast. Yeah, but reinforced to some degree, but so you have a way to evade one of the 5 hits I'm going to put into you.
Yeah. So crew cards. I was sad to see all the crew cards that I saw because there's one that I thought that should have went up that didn't go up.
What's that? I mean, they hit 000.
Went up.
000 went from 3 to 5.
Well, that's the whole.
That's good.
That's the one where if it's you choose if you get a calculator stress.
Yeah.
Grand Inquisitor went down to Grand Moff Tarkin, went down 4. Moff Jarrett went down 2.
Seventh
Sister
I like that card.
Went down 3 points.
To 9.
Emperor Palpatine, which everybody thought was too expensive, went down 2 points.
He's not as powerful.
It's not as powerful as he used to be, but he's still pretty good. The card that I was disappointed in that I thought that needed to go up in price was Darth Vader.
Why?
Crude card.
No, it depends on what if he's on a shuttle or the Decimator, then like you kind of.
I don't think he needed to go up.
No, it was just on the ship that he was
I don't think
on.
the card itself was the problem. I think it was the combination that was the problem.
I agree.
Well,
So,
maybe. I still
Darth
think.
Vader could get
I still think that. Still think he should have went up.
I like that Death Troopers stick got left alone.
Yeah.
They were. ISP Slice and all those guys. They're not that serious of.
I think the ISP Slicer could be because that's the one that keeps the gems open for the next time.
And at the end of 1.0, it was popular.
Yeah. So Gunners, Fifth Brother, which I thought was priced sufficiently because Ken uses it quite handsomely. They decided to lower the cost of that, so Ken will be happy about that because
It's down to 9.
It's down to 9, gives him 3 more points to play with.
And then the title cards they bought down.
Yeah, the title cards for the ST321 and Dauntless went from 6 to 4. So
Which one's the ST321 again?
those are all alphas, the alpha class ones.
No, the Dauntless is for the Destiny.
Yeah. Next second,
ST321.
I'll bring up the title.
Yeah, I'm just drawing a blank right now.
Oh, the ST321 is Defender, I think.
No, that's already pre-done. That's already in. It's not a separate one.
I don't play Empire, so I don't.
Just give me a second here. We'll bring it up. So, Ghost, one is Falcon, Phantom.
Desi.
Dauntless, your Dauntless.
Yeah, that one I knew that was a Destiny.
Yeah, that's for the big guy.
Yeah. It's the Lambda.
Oh, it's a Lambda. After you, I'm pleased that they did that.
And what's that card do again? That's the.
After you perform a coordinate action, you may choose an enemy ship at range 0 to 3 of the ship you coordinated with. If you do, acquire a lock on the enemy ship, ignoring range restrictions.
Oh, that, okay.
So it's just another way to get a free target lock.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, for 4 points,
yeah.
Why not?
So, all in all, I think the Empires. I think the adjustments on the Empire were pretty decent.
Yeah, I think they were pretty predictable because everybody was expecting the bombers to get hit. The bombers got hit.
Defenders, I'm kind of surprised that they actually went down a little bit. I agree with you. I like that they did. I'm surprised though.
I don't see as many of them as people thought there would be either.
Oh, so I agree with that point. Yeah,
they want the defenders and they want the E-wings to be played. They'll get played. The Decimator. I mean, most people put that on the shelf. It might see some play. They hit the Phantom pretty good, getting rid of crew with the Gunner.
The Punisher definitely.
So, the thing, I don't know if they should have adjusted the cost of Whisper though, because at 2.0 we actually get to play the Phantom.
Yeah, because they did.
1.0 the Phantom was dead for the longest time.
Yeah, because they did nerf it from a 4 to a 3.
And it's 2 points, really 2 points.
But getting rid of the
difference.
Crew slot to the Gunner, that should have been the only
that made a difference.
But honestly, this part was not that for the no-name pilot.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one is
knocking it down 1.
Well,
difference.
You might they want to try to see maybe more than that.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think it's definitely a case of adjust for bombs and get rid of the Phantom Darth Vader build.
Now we got the true good guys.
Oh my lord, scum,
the fun time.
Everywhere.
Well, as we all know, Scum had a lot of loving.
A lot of changes.
When they hit 2.0,
I think this is
they got a lot of loving, so they improved a lot of the stuff with them, which really helped the faction grow and be played more. Which is, I think, what their plan was to make it so that the faction gets played more, because it was one of the factions that was kind of played but kind of wasn't played, and just could never really compete consistently on a higher level basis. But I mean, in 1.0 they couldn't.
It's the one faction from 1.0 that never got cut in half.
No.
So So we're going to touch base on this lovely faction. Now, I don't play these guys. I played a little bit of them in 1.0, but I never really got into them too much.
And these are some of my favorite.
So,
number one, I love these guys.
Yeah, the aggressors.
We'll let our friend Alex. We'll let our friend Alex.
I think we're on a different page, so let's go.
Why is he on a different page?
Because this is actually alphabetized, but ours is not. JH, there we go.
Once again, Schwabi's filing system, all on its own.
But these guys, now the true proper page.
The aggressors.
The bros.
Yeah, the bros have been knocked down, so you can actually get 3 of the damn things on the table instead of just 2 if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I don't think it's going to be done lots.
They're going to be limited though.
But for fun, get 3 of them and be able to have 3 interactive, 3
mainly
different
bug
abilities.
people. That's all it is. That's what I would.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to play with it because I think 3 ships sharing 3 abilities.
Yeah, there's 3, 4, 4.
You can get some good combos going there.
Oh god, yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I mean, they dropped it enough.
I honestly don't know why everybody loves the robots so much.
Because they're robots.
Because they're fun and they have good moves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure.
I've had a couple.
I just like one of the things like when I first started playing the game, I just didn't. I played against a couple of guys that played against them. I just like, and I'm not a very good player. I actually beat robots quite easily.
You're never against me.
But they're a goat. They can do really well or really.
I'm just surprised they have it set up so that you can get 3 robots on the table. Because I have a feeling next adjustment you'll see the robots go back up back up a
maybe
little
up
bit.
to all 68 possibly. I'm surprised because it went IG88 Alpha went down 2, Bravo went down 5, Charlie went down 4, and then Delta went down 5.
Yeah.
So the one that went down A was going to be the one with the passing cockpit, like manually. And I think Bravo was the one. I actually made up a list for that. So Bravo was the one with the signals loop, or the I know the other ones. Not the 4 straight, but the 3 bank turns, but you turn to a hard.
So they basically got it set up so you can get 180, 96. You can get 3 of them on the table with 4 points to spend on them. But they share each other's abilities already.
No, but the title card costs 1 point each.
Oh, does it?
Yes, it does. It's not free anymore.
Okay, so that's still each ship has 3 abilities. I still think they can fly around decently.
Oh, God.
I have no problem flying those things around.
Remember, one of them is once you boot, after you boost, you get a free evade.
Well, exactly.
And unfortunately, because of the whole with juke and all that, with point crush, you can't put juke on with this. So if you had 2 of them, you could. Yeah. Because it's absolutely solid. But with 3 of them, you can't.
Well, I think I could see 2 builds getting more play.
Are we going to sit here and talk about the robots the whole night?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're awesome.
Mr. Rebel Boy, you can just look at a wall for about 20 minutes, please.
Oh, we still got another 40 minutes to go. Just
there you go.
So,
no, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to goof around and have some fun with that. And really...
if it wasn't for me to push these guys to get things done, we'd be here all night.
Exactly.
That's right, Mr. Captain 20-minute intro. Anyways.
Y wing.
Y wings. Hamill went up.
A couple of them went up, and a couple of them went down.
Well, Cavell was more of a, if it's outside the arc, you can add an extra deck.
Yeah, but it's a good ship.
But really, only the range is 1 to 2.
They only bumped it up 1.
Yeah.
And Dre, they bumped up 2. And then the generic ones, they took down 1.
Yeah. I kind of see that.
Probably for Swarm. You think maybe so you can get a good Y-Wing?
Probably.
4 or 5.
5 of them.
3 or 4. You could get 5 of them on the table and put some crap on them. So.
Here's what I don't understand. So the biggest played Millennium Falcon, which I don't agree with. Anyway, I had this conversation. I don't know why none of those ships got touched. Like this,
the YT-1300s?
The light.
Who the hell's playing them? Everybody buys that ship and uses the shuttle.
Just for that.
Throws the Falcon away.
It's just for the shuttle, right?
Yeah. Just for the shuttle.
Why would you adjust any of those costs?
Because I've not seen any. I want to see it play. I want to see it work. But right now, as it is, one,
I think that
Falcon doesn't.
If they haven't made them, if they haven't been played, then the other reason I say is like. Adjustment wise, if they made ships in the other factions lower to get people to play it. Why wouldn't they adjust to this thing?
Because the cost doesn't need to be played.
No, because they're also a 2 attack as well.
Yeah.
Compared to the 3 in the other 2.
The big deal on that
Was
ship
the shuttle.
is the escape craft.
Yeah, the escape craft is ridiculous.
And they bumped it up.
Like, okay, seriously, honestly, like, it's not even really a ship.
It's no different than the stupid shuttles that the rebels fly. The centipedes, all that
The
nonsense.
Centipede and the Phantom 1. Yeah.
It's just an equalizer between factions. Let's pick some dinky little ship and make it so that it can coordinate and fly in the background.
Because the one for the Imperial will be the Reaper.
Yeah.
And that's a medium base. I don't see much of that anymore either.
No.
So, Landau Parisian and the escape craft went up 3.
Yeah.
Outer Rim Pioneer went up 4.
Mhm.
NL337 went up 4.
That was no surprise right there.
No. So, I mean, they'll still get used.
Oh, yeah.
But it's gonna bite a little bit to use them.
So one of the things I am kind of happy about is so the Fang Fighter didn't get touched. Which,
Woohoo!
hey, to be honest,
Thank you. Thank you.
to be honest with you, I think that the Fang Fighters
Or a good
are a good price where they are.
I agree.
Yeah, or they could be a bit cheaper.
No. No matter. Hey, look, I hate flying against them. I really do. I don't want to see them go cheaper, but I don't want to see them get raised in price either, because if they go any higher, I think that they will lose.
I think they need a second talent slot.
No.
I think a mod. Honestly, a mod, I think.
Yeah, a mod. Yeah, a mod would be nice.
Expensive, but
Then
they add
their
a
cost,
mod.
if they get
yeah.
a mod, the cost will go up.
So that's what should be the balance. We're going to raise it up. We should add a third
Wow.
thing.
So the fire spray,
Yeah, who got hit? Who got hit?
the only one that got hit in the fire spray is Boba Fett, and that is very good call.
No, it's not.
Oh, sure it is.
It's the reason why it's so good is because you had 000, and then you have the Marauder title card, as well as Gunner Han Solo. So his ability only is if you want to be range 1 of people, which has always been like that.
But they're trying to even up
Well,
the
with
playing
the 0
field.
card knock up and this knock up, it's going to be more expensive
it's
to put a
very
good build
expensive.
together with them.
So maybe.
Well, no, I don't think it'll be the expensive. You still be able to do a good build with them. It's just going to cost a little bit more.
Well, yeah, but it
It's
takes
a
away
lot
from
more
his
now.
support.
It's a lot more now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iman, I'm glad he stayed the same. I can't wait for when the that with my
Well, the other ones
Yeah.
aren't getting
None
played.
of the other ones get. None of the
No,
other
no,
ones
no.
get. So the G1A Starfighter.
one of my favorite ships.
Yeah.
Love this thing.
So
So
I've
Forlom,
never
not touched.
flown one. I've flown like
Zuckus.
2 or 3 of them. Never flown.
Zuckus went down 2 points, and Gan Feinsman went down 2 points.
Do you really think that's going to get him played?
I'll still play Forlom. I love my Forlom. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's the only one who hasn't gone down.
Zakis, it's all about Forlom, really.
Yeah.
So those guys went down. So maybe we'll see some more play. With
Oh,
those.
and then we got Alex's favorite ship.
Yeah, we got the Hawk coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And they got more expensive and cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Paylob went up 2 points.
To
I
40.
I can see that.
Torquil went up 2,
As
and
well.
Dice
Went down 1.
went down 1.
I kind of. Why?
Why is Stace getting a break?
Because no one actually plays him. He's the one who's moved to Ion. Because from 1 to 2, it's now we have to spend charges. Like someone has to be Ioned in order for his ability to work.
Yeah.
And it's hard to pass out.
I
Ion
don't
kids.
really see having him in play at all then.
I still like my version 1 of him, but I want to try to make him work.
Yeah.
Pavlov and Torkel easily because one drops the pilot skill to 0 for the turn. The other
It's
one's
still
like
a ship that you fly in and you take out in a turn.
or 2.
Well,
I still
So-
lucky.
So one of the the toilet bowls that Jarrett was whining and crying about in 1.0 was the fact that they got tanked as bad as they did. Well, they got hit here as well, but
Positively.
they've lowered their cost. So Dengar has lost 6 points.
Yeah.
Tel Traverua, whatever the name is,
Went down
Tell.
10.
went down 10. Manaru went down 9. and the contracted scout went down 6.
And
So you're probably going to see a little bit more of those toilet
Share playing 4 of them.
I'm going to put together a 4 toilet bowl.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So
And then I'm just going to bump the living snot out of everybody on the table.
Exactly.
Why not?
So to be honest with you, I'm glad that it is, but I mean, I don't believe that with them lowering the cost, it's still going to bring that ship.
It's not going to take over the game.
No, because Manru is still range 1. Dengar has always been the same thing, but doesn't get a 3/6. It's only on his one
And
mobile arc.
if you do, like I said, if I do 4, that's only 16 points I got to decorate all 4 ships with. And they got neutered really well on on the upgrade side. So I could see there being some trouble, but they're not going to be a dominant ship like they were in the past.
They'll be a nuisance.
So
you could probably set up 3 now to be a bigger pain.
Yeah, I can see that.
We're going to skip over the Kirax fighter, which didn't get touched.
Yeah, and
But I'm glad about that.
doesn't need
So
to be.
the Lancer class pursuit craft.
Oh, look, Sabine actually went down.
Well, you know what?
I'm surprised about that
Yeah,
one.
get your duster because I think I haven't seen one hit the table.
No, not yet.
2.0.
And Asajj went down 8.
Yeah.
Kitsu went down 4. Sabine went down 4. And the Shadow Ford Hunter went down
I'm
4.
surprised Sabine went down. Usually she's going up on the other ones.
Well, like you said, they haven't been played. No one's touched them. And so I don't think that anybody really knows the abilities of
They
those
haven't been
pilots.
a force in anything
No.
that at all that I've seen.
No one's
Well, for the
touched
hyperspace, it's not even in there, but even the other stuff.
So one of the ships that, and we're going to skip over the Kimuda, which has not got touched.
I'm glad.
Woohoo!
So the M3A Interceptor,
I love these little
which
ships.
Matthias plays a lot of. He loves those little interceptors,
They are
Well, they're
fun.
good for swarm.
and
they're a bit
he loves
cheaper.
playing them. They all got lower costed.
Yeah.
So Sarasu
Seriously.
-3.
Very happy about that
Genesis Red -1. Latine
Ashera.
Ashera went -2, and everything else went -1.
one. Sunny
So what do you
Bounders
guys-
at 30, I'm happy about
What
that
do
too.
you like flying those?
Oh, I love
ships,
these
don't you?
things. These are great.
Yeah.
Ceresu with a swarm is great because then you ship at 0 to 1. You can reroll your all your green dice.
What's this?
Sunny is the whole. Sorry. The Sunny is the whole. I can have like whatever matching it is, even if it's all blanks. I'm purposely going to put that extra blank there to say I got that.
Yeah.
So I think all these ships have went. I think by making the Interceptor a little bit cheaper, it's going to be able to allow them to be played more.
It'll give them
So-
more of a swarm option.
Yeah, I
I want to go that route.
But I mean, like honestly, how many can you really table? I mean, the
Six to six.
yeah, but
Six.
but how many dials? They haven't been released. They haven't
Well,
released
there's
any
some
of these.
people that will buy 2 kits. You
Yeah.
get, what, 4 dollars?
I guess.
Or
I guess
borrow.
so.
Like taking a
Or
borrow
borrow,
these from
yeah.
So maybe some people buy some more expensive
Yeah.
kits. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the people want to spend that much money on some extra.
Well, and think of it, if you got a couple extra points and you don't want the extra 30 free,
Yeah.
throw in a little interceptor.
Yeah.
So the TIE Fighter, which just hit the table,
It's already going up on one of them.
and by the way, the hands down to FFG with the scum TIE Fighter.
They look
Like,
beautiful.
it looks amazing. I'm jealous.
It'd just be nice if there were some in the stores because they got bought and we're waiting forever.
No
so
one
we
can
get
get
some.
any of them.
I got two.
So
They went
the only difference is one of the ships went up in price. The Captain Seabor
Is that the one that
went up to.
passes stress?
I wouldn't know. I don't know who it was. I don't play the faction, so
That would be good for you. You fly over debris. Or no, asteroids. No, you don't want a debris. Debri's bad for that.
no. All the mining ties.
Asteroids. Only asteroids.
I thought asteroids. Yeah. But if I did that, I would just fly all asteroids.
Oh, give me a second.
Exactly.
I'm bringing it up.
So I mean that to being able to see those mining ties on the things is kind of cool. And I mean it
The captain, while you defend and perform an attack, before attack dice are rolled, if you are not in the enemy's bullseye arc, you may spend 1 energy, and the energy recycles each turn, so you can bump it up again, If you do, the enemy ship gains 1 jam token. That's actually pretty sweet.
So I can see why.
It's got a free jam action on it.
Yeah. So
And
I can see why it went up.
Yeah, jam's getting played.
So
This one surprised me.
Quad?
The quads all went up in cost.
Darn.
you know, have anybody seen those stupid ships?
I've seen a lot of them on the tables.
Oh, I've
Those little quads are hilarious. And actually, I think there's actually a loadout somewhere
7
out
ships.
east that actually won the tournament.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you
Subjective
want them, because ideally, I think you and a fleet of quad jumpers would be the best. Because when you're about to fly into a rock, you can back up and turn a different direction.
Exactly. Because remember, if you're not in the bullseye arc, you can action for one track to be, but if you're in the bullseye arc, it's 2.
Yeah.
So you had a couple of those with the L3 and a few other and a few ties. It's unreal.
Yeah.
So
They are useful. I can see why they're going up.
they don't still get. They don't get a lot of play though. So
Oh no, the gun runners, yes.
Yes, they get.
Other
they get
ones,
play.
no. That's why you saw the gun runner as.
Gets bumped for.
I like that the Navy pilots have little things. It's the big one was the Jakku gun runner.
Yeah.
So the one bomber that the other bomber that the rebels lost into to 2.0, and went strictly to the single faction scum.
Yeah.
The Scourge H6 bomber I have not seen it hit the table.
No.
Not once. And I'm not saying it has not hit the table because it probably has somewhere. But out here in Vancouver, out here in the valley, I have not seen it hit the table. Not once.
No.
Everybody's like, whatever.
There's so many other ships to fly. It's like so many factions. Like, what faction do you want to play? It's
Well, I mean, and the things that we put on the bombers just aren't there to put on anymore.
But it's dropped
Still a
down.
good
But
ship.
you add on a gunner slot
And
now.
it's cheaper. And yes, they put a gunner
So now
slot
you can
on
have
it.
They lowered the cost and they put the gunner slot on.
So skill bombardier with Nim.
Yeah.
Oh no, Soul on Soul 6
Yeah.
because that's the hard ones.
Yeah. So
Oh,
there,
look, it's
so,
a 2
so there
now.
it might be worth revisiting the bomber.
Soul Sexa with Eamon.
Yeah.
Hard 1, hard 2, or hard 3s. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know, it's pretty crazy.
oh, I'll make it work.
But I mean, to be honest with you, these ships were played constantly in 1.0.
Oh,
As
Miranda.
soon as 2.0 hit, they shelved.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that they're trying to bring them back. So
This one I don't get next.
the Star Viper,
Guri.
Guri got bumped up 1.
Yep.
Why?
they had him. I haven't seen them play. I haven't seen a single Star
I
Viper
will-
play.
I've seen
I mean,
a little
Guri's
bit.
a good ship.
Oh, I love Guri. She's awesome.
But why go all that effort for 1?
I don't know.
Because one's number 1.
I guess.
But I mean, I'll be honest with you. The only person I know that plays the Star Vipers is Matthias.
Yeah.
He loves playing them, and everybody I talk to loves playing the ship. But
I love their.
I've never. They're barrel rolls, crazy.
Oh, I love the barrels.
But
Barrels in the land.
But they don't. They're not played on a regular basis. They just don't hit the table. I just won't see them hit the table.
Because there's so many variants right now and everything. It's just, I think maybe once we start getting more mods, cars, more talents and all that, then maybe you might see more.
Well,
I used to like to play.
that's the thing that's happening right now is that with all the price adjustments and stuff. The problem is there's just not enough.
Well, and
Stuff to
we
just-
don't know what they're putting out in
Exactly.
the next 6 months either.
Oh.
So
The
there's
two
probably
new
some thought there.
factions are coming on this.
And then maybe
Woohoo! I can't
then
wait.
they might add some new modifications that are for everyone. So when a new scum ship comes out, a new rebel, all those stuff, then they hopefully pump it out. So it's like now it's a nice new talent that
So
would benefit the.
I'm kind of interested to see what's going to be happening with those.
The next one makes me very happy.
The YV666 Light
Yeah.
Fighter.
It does.
So isn't that the Houndstooth?
Yeah, they
It's called
lost.
the party
They
bus.
lost the 3rd crew, but they gained a gunner.
So still party bus.
Yeah, no, I like the dude that he flies off the board
Yeah,
and he comes
that's
back
Morella.
to the side.
Yeah.
Is it
Morella.
Morella?
And Morella's too cheap.
Morello.
Yeah.
Isn't Morello that leads
Yeah.
the table
Yeah.
to the back?
Too
Frost
cheaper.
is the
And he's got a gunner, which I like because out of all the crew, I can't think of 3 crew I want on him
No.
anyways. So now I only deal with 2 and a gunner. I'm quite.
So that was at the party bus.
I honestly don't. I mean, I can see why the cost went down on them because I haven't seen them play lots.
No. And it's going to be unique to see the gunner slot.
Yeah.
And how it's going to work.
See, to be honest with you, the new gunner slot that they added to the game itself, I think was a great addition to the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I just don't think they, like, it's the same thing with, like, okay, so the force ability that they added to the game, I love it. I know that you hate it, but I love it. Right? And I think it adds a great depth to the game. Because Star Wars itself still has the force involved in Star Wars.
With the force, I think some of the characters have more force than they should have.
Well, you mean like Darth Vader with 3?
Well,
that's ridiculous.
Even Luke and Ray, I think.
Luke has 2 and Ray has 2.
Every character that has force ability should have only got 1 force ability.
I think that being able to have two should be max.
Because I play Ray with 2, and you know what? Sometimes I feel really like a dink when I use both forces and totally jack up my what I rolled. I mean, that's good for me. And she only gets 1 back, but you just recycle. It's a good boost, but I don't know. I think 1 force would have been enough.
No, but that's something that we've always disagreed on because you've never really liked the game with the force in it. I thought that the force is a great addition to the game.
Yeah.
The gunner slot again, I think it's a great addition to the game.
Not sure which one yet, which gunner slot, but
the problem I have with the gunner slot right now is there's just not enough stuff.
I'll be looking into it tonight. See what I can.
There's not enough to put into it. That's the only problem I have.
But there are some options that might work with the tricks that these guys have.
But Morello went down 2, Boss went down 4, Latz went down 5, and Trandoso Slaver went down 2.
Went down to 56.
So with that, the next thing that's on this, we're missing the Z95 Headhunter.
Nothing happened.
Headhunters got left alone.
The Astromech, the Genius, went up to went from 0 to 2.
I'm glad for that.
I don't think you should get a free map.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
That was stupid in 1.0. I'm glad they went up to 2.
Yeah. So that cost is been adjusted and probably for the better.
Yeah.
Crew slots.
We've already talked about 0 in the
000
talked about that already.
has been, but isn't the 000 different
Imperial
from?
He's Imperial.
Oh, is it Imperial?
Or is it
I think he's different for Scum.
But only can be played on Imperial if you have Vader.
Yeah.
That's it. Like Ezra with Maul.
Yeah.
Forlom crew card went down 1.
I like that.
That's cool because I'll use Forlom.
Forlom with Daze because he's the one that adds that with Daze and Static Discharge.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Yeah.
That's when his ability comes into play.
Yeah.
So that's why we want to make it work.
Yeah. Sakatru, Sakatru went down 1.
Never played that one.
No.
Maul,
1 point
because Maul went down in the Rebel. It also went down in Scum, so it's at 11 points. So just matching the points there.
Zuckuss went down to 2.
Went down to 2.
Good on Forlom.
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt, which I think should have went up, but he went down to 2.
Why?
No, I don't
think Jabba the Hutt really matters.
No.
It's only is an extra illicit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So the one thing that we knew was going to get hit in Scum and hit hard was the Han Solo crew card.
Oh God, yeah.
Or the gunner card.
The second reason why you buy the Millennium Falcon.
So no offense,
Han Solo
but
and then Shuttle.
I am extremely happy about that increase. I think that having him at that point cost is sufficient.
Mind you, this is coming from a Rebel player that...
No, I played that, and it's like, it was a little too cheap.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if 12 needed to be the number, but...
It might go down to 8
pretty high. Han's pretty high in Rebels.
Yeah, but a different way. This is whenever you, at the start of your engagement phase, you can stretch yourself to get a free focus.
Yeah.
So the percent of co-pilot, you can double, like, I know I've seen, Dan played some of the build with 000, IG88 Delta, and that, so you get a double calculate and a focus.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. It's solid, but stupid.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been happy if it was 8 to 10.
Yeah, no, I agree on that one.
But, I mean, 6 months from now,
it might go down.
They can always dial it down.
Well, I mean, the percentage of it was a 200% increase. So, I mean, that just goes to show you.
It just means I won't be buying the Millennium Falcon.
So
no,
you didn't buy it anyways. So
no, I just could not get into that ship.
So the title cards. Lionel's
Oh, you're right. IG 2000s, it went down to 1 point.
Yeah.
IG 2000s went down single points.
I didn't see that.
Marauder went up 3 points.
Highly agree on that part.
Yeah.
And Drasta went up 4 points.
No,
Or down,
it went
down 2 points.
And the
Slave 1 went down.
So they bumped Boba Fett up, but the Slave 1 title they bumped
brought it down.
Because the Marauder's the one that everyone, that gives it the counter slot.
Yeah.
And Drasta is for the bombs. Slave 1 is, that means if you choose bank, or you can turn it to a turn. Just kind of go back. If you do a left bank, you can always change it to a right.
Yeah.
So
and Maudley Crow went up.
Moldy Crow.
Moldy Crow.
Not Motley Crew. Moldy Crow.
went up.
If you can't say Leia properly, I'm pretty sure I can get away with
she's just a bunhead.
Moldy.
Captain Bunhead.
Moldy.
Anyways, they bumped it up 6.
It got. I think.
Did it really need that? I mean, I've seen it have play. The people are getting the green tokens, but I don't think having green
And the only
tokens.
maximum you can do is 2.
No, I know, but I don't think having green tokens is really as powerful in 2.0 as it was in 1.
I don't know. I think that.
My
feelings on the cost changes with Scum. I feel that a lot of the cost changes with them is sufficient. And some of them, I think, like with Rebel, I think some of it was over-absorbent.
I don't think so.
I think Boba Fett crew, I think maybe is like, I can see it's the add-ons that made him that powerful, not the crew.
As a Scum player, they've done some changes, because you know I'm going to experiment with the aggressors and see what kind of goofy stuff I can come up with. I'm probably going to take a look at the toilet bowls again and do some goofy stuff with them and see what I can do with them. They left my Fang Fighters alone. They left my M12s alone. Those are my staples for most of my
The Krasi Fighter, I'm glad they left those.
You know, I like the party bus. They made it a bit cheaper. They've changed it so that I can have a gunner instead of 3 crew. I never used 3 crew. There's not 3 crew I like.
I purposely added a 0 cost on this in version 1. Like, I want that party bus, so add that 0.
So, and I think the party bus is fun to fly. So,
yeah.
What they've done here, I'll probably be more creative than some of my builds coming up on Thursdays, just for the hell of it. Yeah, I mean, we knew Han Solo was gonna
go up.
That's just that. There are some surprises. I'm not surprised by the escape craft.
No.
I mean, everybody's little shuttle craft seems to have got the raise. And that's cool, because I find them annoying and I don't put them in my builds. So it doesn't bother.
I had them in my build. I had them in my build. It was pretty, I do the reinforce on Boba Fett, do my blue maneuver, do that, so you do that.
I'm surprised with the quad jumpers. I'm surprised that the jumpers got a raise. I'm seeing them being used, but you know what?
In swarms.
That's awesome. Because
I like they are.
Remember, they just got laughed at. Now they get to have some fun and they get.
But they get the double tractor beam and they're solid. Whoever came up with the double, there was like 7 builds with the Scum was like good on.
Yeah, but I mean, with Imperial, I've got that build I put together where all my shuttles and that have tractor beam.
Yeah, true.
And
the double shuttle.
We got a whole bunch of shuttles flying around, tractor beam and the hell out of everything. So and it's a lot harder to get rid of a shuttle than it is to get rid of one of them little quad jumpers. But
so, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I think that a lot of the adjustments that were made were efficient overall.
There's nothing that makes me cry.
No. I mean,
I will look at some other ships.
I agree with a lot of it because, and this isn't to say anything, but they are the builds that have been extremely popular and have caused a lot of problems in tournaments and stuff like that. They've toned down or have literally removed some of them from being played to the point where they
got neutered.
were at that point.
Yeah, which is fine.
Which is what the point of the app and not having the point costs.
Well, yeah, that was the whole point of going to 2.0 is if things are just a little too dominant, they can be dialed back. Or if there's a combination that's just a little too broken, it can be removed. So, I mean, this is what we wanted in 2.0. And they weren't shy about it. They were great. And they said, you know what, this is the first one. It's going to be a doozy, but hey, this is where we're going with it. And I don't blame them. I think they did a good job.
You know what? I don't think they needed to tell us that it was going to be a doozy because I think there's still going to be more doozies coming along down the line.
Oh God, yeah.
Because from what we've heard, some of the new factions that are coming out, there's supposed to be some really crazy stuff happening with them. And I'm really looking forward to them.
I am so looking forward.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the Republic.
I love Ben Rao, but General Grievous, I'm sorry. I don't care what his ship does. It can fly backwards the whole damn game. I don't care. I'm playing General Grievous.
So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to playing my ARCs and my Jedi fighters consistently.
Yeah.
So,
and if you want to see some no-name ARCs as well, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Then better be no-name ARCs.
Yeah, I want to see no-name.
Cheesed off.
Because all they are is just generic clones.
Yeah. There needs to be.
But I can also see some generic Jedis too, hopefully. So maybe that's when you have like the lower pilot skills, like for some of the
I guess so.
supernatural
They just look
reflexes.
like arrowheads flying around.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
Jedi.
It's the good guys. Well, actually, they're the terrorists.
well,
but anyways,
I mean, everybody keeps giving me heck of I'm constantly. Well, not everybody. Certain people give me heck for playing the bad guys all the time. So
well,
now I'm going to replay the Republic. And now I'm getting told that I'm being playing the good
I am
guys.
doing Resistance, so that's one thing. I'm doing Resistance. I'm doing Scum. And then when the droids come out, I'll do the droids, and those will be my 3 factions. So I got a good and a bad and a in the middle.
And a fun.
And
Good, a bad, and a fun.
And yeah.
So, anyways, all in all, we have had a fantastic. It's good to see that this has happened and that things have moved along and that FFG has kept their word along the lines that they were going to make adjustments with things that were getting a little out of hand.
And they did the proper support. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't had any issues with this app of theirs.
Nope.
So
The app has after the
it does what it's supposed to. I'm happy with it now.
Well, yesterday was kind of, because they're updating everything, it was kind of, at the end of the day, it was good. Beginning was kind of weird.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems with it. But I mean,
you know what?
But
It's
that's
been
phone
good.
apps.
Exactly.
It's been really good.
And they put all the points, all the changes, they put them in a PDF forms by factions on their website. If you went down to resources, they didn't have what the changes were, but they had the new costs so that if you don't have the app, right there on the day, right in the morning, you could print off all the new costs and go to it. So I think they were prepared for this, and I think
So, I mean, because there is other apps out there that support the game. So
well,
that's probably why they released that particular thing, so that those people can update those particular stats as well.
Which from themselves.
In the other game. So, I mean, you know what? And I think that, like you said, I think that they've done a fantastic job with this launch. It has went a lot smoother than the way that they launched when they launched 2.0.
And I like the new add-ons they had too, because there's going to be a local tournament coming up this Saturday, where only the ships were Battlefield Gavin 4.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
So it's like...
Since I don't own any of them anymore.
James, love you, buddy.
Yes, I know I can borrow them, but...
it's a neat idea, though.
No, I like the idea that you can do tournaments.
I just want to, because we have a little bit, I would like to do a generalization of a conversation, but I think we'll give it a bit of a break, this one anyway, so that we're not mixing it up too much so people can see what's going on with this. So, thank you guys very much. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. Make sure you log into our Facebook and keep tabs with us. And no, we're not going anywhere. We're still here. And I know I'm crazy at times. What can I say? It's me.
We gotta put up with them. Don't worry.
Yep.
He's an easy 2 points.
Exactly.
Hey,
anyways, on that note,
I always lose.
Have a good night, folks.
Later.